Welcome back, everybody, to the Fantasy Hockey Hacks YouTube channel. I'm Devon Davidson, your host. With me, as always, Bruce Gunther, my co-host. What's going on?
Struggling with my picks today. As I mentioned off air, I'm struggling today.
Oh, me too. It's Monday. That's allowed.
So I just went back to the numbers, and we'll see how it shakes out. So,
well, before we get into it, I mean, it's going to be a short live stream. There's no game to recap from last night. It was kind of nice actually to have a couple nights off here to recoup and just. I caught up on Stranger Things. I'm not sure what you're watching right now, Bruce, but Stranger Things 4 is out right now, and I'm loving it.
I have never watched an episode.
Oh man, you're missing out. You're missing. Well, we've had this conversation before. We talked about it lots with Mike on the, and none of us really seem to agree except for Mike and I. So we'll just agree to disagree. But let's talk about the. Well, I guess today, first off, we're going to do like we always do NHL today. So we're going to cover off our game pick for tonight's DFS plays and prop bets. But before we get into that, we're going to start with our FHH NHL bracket challenge. And Mike was kind enough to point out, Bruce, that you are crushing it. You're actually sitting in second place right now overall in that bracket challenge. I'm sitting in third. You're sitting number 2. There's one guy ahead of you by about 3 points, I think. And then I'm sitting in third. So the shakedown is, Bruce, you've called every series correctly. So you and I actually both, the West, we pretty much nailed that one. Out East, though, I took Florida over Tampa. You took Tampa over Florida. And then the remaining series, if New York wins tonight, I'll be 4 for 4. If Carolina wins tonight, you'll be 4 for 4.
Oh, so
or I'll be 3. I'll be 3 for 4. You'll be 4 for 4. Sorry.
Well, my the numbers are in my favor for Carolina to win. They just got to win the game now. So
yeah, and so I guess we just want to chat with the bracket challenge quickly, but let's get into that game tonight, Bruce. So we've got the Rangers and the Carolina Hurricanes. I am going to pull up our presentation. So here we go. New York Rangers, Carolina Hurricanes, plus 120 in the money line for the Rangers and minus 145 in the money line for the home team, Carolina Hurricanes. I'm going to go with the Hurricanes, Bruce. We've talked about this lots. The tale of two teams, as you like to call it. And
yep.
The Hurricanes are 7-0-0 through the playoffs with a 25 goals for, plus 17 goal differential. They're 19% on the power play and almost 90% on the penalty kills, so that's going to be something to look out for tonight. Conversely, the Rangers, Bruce, on the road during the playoffs, they're 1-5, 13 goals for, and a minus 11 goal differential.
Ouch.
Not great.
No.
Igor Shesterkin, 2.02 goals against average, a 926 save percentage, and a 2.77 goals above expected in this series. I think it's actually on the road. My apologies. And then at home, Antti Raanta, 0.66 goals against average, a 970 save percentage, and a 4.52 goals saved above expected. So he's been fantastic at home.
Yeah, whatever it is, that's the home cooking in this series has been the winner. So if that's any indicator, I should be in good shape for tonight. So
yeah, this one just seems like a bit of a layup, but of course the Rangers might turn it on its head, right? So
exactly.
Leading scorer on the road for the Rangers is Mika Zibanejad. He's got just 1 goal in 3 games played. On the other side, we've got Sebastian 3 points, 2 goals in 3 games played at home. I took the puck line here, Bruce, because, well, at plus 170, I like those odds better. And in the 3 previous home games, I think 2 of them covered the spread. So 2 of 3 covered that, and I think I'll take that chance again tonight. I just left yours here at the money line just for demonstration purposes. To date, so I guess before we move on to some of this other stuff here, Bruce, I was going to mention that some of our keys to the game here tonight. So I think for New York to win, they need Shesterkin at his best, right? They're going to need 930, 940, 950 save percentage Shesterkin.
They're going to need that, and the team itself needs to pick itself up and bring some of that home cooking along with them. Otherwise, their offense just seems to evaporate once they leave MSG. So,
yeah, Chris Kreider. I was just going to say that he needs to make an appearance here in this series. He has just 1 goal and 1 assist in 6 games played.
Yeah, it's just not good enough. I forgot to look at Panarin's numbers, but I don't think they're much better.
He's right in that range too. I think he's got 1 or 2 points. So Yeah, he hasn't done much, right?
They need to be better. That top six of the Rangers need to come to play tonight. Otherwise, they'll be golfing tomorrow.
And then for Carolina, I think they've just got to bury their opportunities. I was looking at their numbers. So 5-on-5, they have the better numbers in terms of the Corsi for, shots for. So they've outshot the Rangers 161 to 123, and they've outchanced them 173 to 118. High danger chances, 81 to 48. But here's the kicker, though, Bruce. So all those numbers look great, but the Rangers have actually outscored Carolina 8-7, 5-on-5.
Yeah, so Shesterkin's been standing tall for him.
Yeah. Which we all knew was going to be the case, right? Going into the series, lean on Shesterkin, special teams.
That's the tale of the Rangers, right? It's Shesterkin holds fort, and the Rangers try to put some pucks in the net.
Yeah, so if you're Carolina, you've got to take advantage of home ice, and you've got to bury your opportunities when you get them, and you have to beat the Rangers 5-on-5 and on special teams. So just some points there I wanted to mention. Record to date, I am 44 for 73, just over 60%. You are 38 for 73, just over 52%.
Dropping fast.
Well, lots of these single game slates have really messed with our numbers. It's all or nothing, right? So
it's all or nothing, right? Tonight's another one of those.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about prop bets. So for the evening, for shot props, I like Teuvo Teravainen, over 2.5 shots on goal at plus 115. He has the third most shots on goal at home for the Canes, and 12 shot attempts. That's 4 shot attempts per game. And then Seth Jarvis, over 1.5 shots on goal. It's at minus money here at minus 190, but he's second in shots on goal. He's got 8 shots at home, and he leads the team in shot attempts with 21. That's 8 shot attempts per game over the series. So I'm going to bet on him to get 2 shots on net tonight, Bruce.
I think that's pretty safe.
Yeah. Goal props, Sebastian Aho. I mean, not really a stretch here. Like I said, he's leading the team in goals at home. He's got 2 and 3 home games, so at plus 165, that's still a good bet. Filip, anytime goal at plus 400. He's one of just 2 Rangers to score on the road in this series, the other one being Mika Zibanejad. How sad is that?
That's terrible is what that is.
That's awful, terrible. Yeah. So, I mean, at plus 400, I'll take a shot on Filip. Goalie saves, I've got Antti Raanta under 26.5 saves at minus 105. He's faced just 66 shots on goal through 3 home games and allowed just 2. So he's averaging just over 21 saves per game. I'm going to take the under on that one tonight.
That's just not enough if you're the Rangers. It's just not nearly enough.
No, I mean, part of me really wants to doubt this and say, well, it's game 7, like something's going to change, right? But
like I said off air, I was looking for ways to try and take the Rangers to try and have something back and forth here. I just couldn't find anything other than Shesterkin's got to stand on his head, literally. Like he's got to put up a big ass wall and just not let anything through. That is the only way the Rangers are winning this.
Yeah. I would not be surprised to see a low scoring game. Take the under on the goals scored. Maybe it's a 3-1 game again.
Oh yeah, that's it. The error, or sorry, excuse me. The margin for error for Shesterkin tonight is 1 goal, basically. That is the margin for error.
Yeah.
If he lets in 1, that might be 1 too many.
Yeah, I can see a 2-1 game in the third with maybe an empty netter to make it 3-1 or something.
Yeah, it's kind of, it'll either be something like 2-0 or 3-1, like you said.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. There's prop bets for the evening. Let's move on to DraftKings DFS. We got the same lineup here, Bruce.
Yeah, we do. And I didn't even look at yours before I did mine. I just did mine, and then I went to looked at yours. I'm like, well, crap, it's the same as mine.
Well, you know what? It's not shocking given that it's a showdown contest this evening. So obviously, for the reasons I mentioned earlier, I like Sebastian Aho tonight. He'll be my captain. $13,800. Teravainen. $7,400. Adam Fox has been good for the Rangers, so $9,400. I'll take a chance on him. I was thinking about taking DeAngelo, but when I looked at his numbers, Bruce, really in terms of shots and shot attempts, even points, he hasn't really done a whole lot.
Not much there. Fox has done more than DeAngelo has in the series.
Yeah, so for the price, I'll go with Fox. Raanta has just been phenomenal at home, so I'll take a chance on him again tonight. And then Seth Jarvis, like I said, is leading that team in individual shot attempts for. So I like him, especially that price point in my utility slot or in the flex spot here. And then for the showdown lineup, we've both got the three guys, the top line for the Hurricanes, as well as Trocheck, Zibanejad, and Chytil.
Yep.
And there you have it. Those are our plays for this evening. And that does it, Bruce. We actually managed to get this thing done in under 12 minutes here. So, I mean, I guess that's what happens when there's no recap and there's no games, just one game on the schedule. That's things will move quickly.
Just like a hurricane, we just blew right through it.
There you go. Exactly. Okay, well, we will be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll be talking about the Edmonton Oilers and the Colorado Avalanche. Pretty excited for that one, Bruce. If you haven't listened to our podcast already, be sure to subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Follow us on Twitter at FHHacks, on Instagram at Fantasy Hockey Hacks, and check out our website, fantasyhockeyhacks.com. Bruce, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good. See you then.
All right, take care.